browns of winter have been rained senseless into a lush, indulgent green. And now, the nourished animals are retreating into the safety of the bush.
It's funny looking at pictures when we first showed up on our first few game drives. Everyone stops for coffee breaks and their giant parkas and their hats on and scarves and mittens and just, yeah, freezing their ass off basically. And yeah, now we all whine and complain about how hot it is all day.
And now it's absolutely boiling. It's more of a humid heat, which I'm surprised. I actually thought it would be more dry.
You really can't understand it, why it's so green so fast.
While Garonga transforms, we're witnessing the change elsewhere, with a rip-roaring adventure in Kruger Park. I'm tired. Wake up! There's no time for tired. Back at the farmhouse, our level 1 Fagasa course continues.
The game drives are getting earlier, aren't they?
Yeah, as you can see, we all half asleep.
Is it easy for you to get up at 4:30 in the morning?
Oh, not a chance.
And now there's insects everywhere.
Sorry, I've swallowed a millipede.
Now that there's insects everywhere, it's the perfect time to learn all about them. Like these axe-head cicadas, which can take over a decade to emerge from their underground nymph stage. Looks like something out of Star Trek. But my favourite critter we've learnt about has to be the swashbuckling dung beetle. Some of these fellas fly into poop and cut it into big round balls. And doing a handstand, pushing up to 50 times their weight, off they scramble, closely followed by a cloud of midges. They climb atop the ball to sense direction and hopefully pick up a female for the ride.
When you get killed.
See those little white thingies? Okay, those are mites. It's actually a symbiotic relationship.
Oh yeah, those are those little bugs that they got underneath them.
Sometimes though, they can get a little bit over-ambitious.
He's trying to move it.
He's doing it.
On game drives, dogs, cats, spots and stripes are everywhere. But the reptiles have started to have fun and games too. I had quite an adventure with a leopard tortoise, the largest tortoise in South Africa.
Will you stop following me around?
Then I caught a crazy water monitor nudging a couple of terrapins into a dam.
1, 2, 3, and in you go. Thank you.
Just knock the tortoises in.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Actually, I got it on video.
And then there's the snakes. One of them found its way into the house.
Snakes just come into the house.
Yeah, I just said that, Dad.
We haven't got a good visual on it, so we don't know what it is yet.
Alright, cheers.
Hey. Awesome, man. He is, isn't he?
Wow.
Let's take him out in the garden.
Don't worry, it's just a spotted bush snake. He's not gonna hurt ya. With all this stuff going on around you, imagine sleeping out under the stars. So normally we have to be really careful when we're going into the drainage line because a lot of the animals prowl down there looking for stuff. But tonight, we're sleeping in it. Lions roaring quite close. So we've jumped into the vehicles, blimey, so we can try and find them. They're in a drainage line somewhere. An amazing, eventful night topped off with a bit of scent marking. Ah, reminds me of home.
Did you get much sleep?
Not at all. Got about half an hour sleep.
She just tried to tackle.
Jump! As the course draws closer to its climax, we start taking on more and more responsibility. I mean, out there in the field. With briefings.
And you Russian? Can we keep the vodka limited?
Hi everybody, I'm Katie. I'm going to be your guide today.
Good afternoon everyone, I'm Ivan. I'll be your driver for today.
And our own guided drives.
The egg chambers, where the eggs...
Also, we're taking on more responsibility for the reserve with some rehab work.
Basically, what's going on here is we have a site that's eroded, so by brush packing it and then to regenerate and recover this area.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, and some people take to that a little bit more naturally than perhaps Calamity Katie.
I've never really picked up a fish out of a pond. It's a bit of a weird feeling. Oh dear, someone's just gone in the pond. Here comes Jack to save the day. As you can see, it's slightly messy business, this catching the frogs.
In fact, two of us went even further than moving frogs. Stefan and Ulla got to help out with an elephant relocation.
Unfortunately, the elephant makes too much damage in this area, and so 16 elephants have to relocate in other areas, so they have to be darted from the helicopter. Everybody knows exactly what they have to do.
So the lorry was there already and we helped them to pick up this elephant, and it's amazing. And these elephants, they are so large, they are 6 tons the weight, and you think, wow, how heavy is this animal?
Gosh, it's like a garage, it's so big then.
But then it sleeps in front of you and you hear the air through the trunk.
Being so close, you can touch them everywhere, you can sit on them and you can look in the mouth and everywhere.
And as he was awake again, it's so nice to see that he's healthy again. It's not a dead animal laying there. He was standing on the feet again and, what's up here? And then he was a normal elephant.
Yeah, I think this was one of my best days of my life because this was amazing. It was awesome. 96%!
I'd like to love animals.